welcome to my YouTube channel. What we have here today is a high powered pressure washer which you can use for your home, car and stuff like that. Its maximum capacity is 135 bar, which is quite high for this price range. This costed me about 6,000 rupees on Amazon. I'll post the link in the description below, and let's get started with the unboxing. So this is basically the stuff we get inside the box. First up, most important is the manual. Make sure you read this fully because this is a very dangerous equipment in the wrong hands, and knowing all the ins and outs of this machine is going to help you diagnose it if you have trouble in the future. Next up is this small warranty card. Comes with a bunch of attachments which I'll talk about in a moment. There are two here, keep them aside for a product. Comes with a standard 1-year warranty. What they've also provided in here is a 6-month extended warranty card. All you have to do is follow the instructions and you get an additional 6 months warranty if you're interested. This will make sure if you have trouble in the future, you can get this repaired free of cost if anything fails to work. Right. This is the unit itself. It's basically just an outer casing with a motor on the inside. Let's keep this aside. There is a 5-meter long power cord with it, so you'll have enough working area for the device. This is the pressure hose. Let's quickly talk about this. This is also about 5 meters in length. This end that you see is the end that goes into the pressure washer. Yeah, this is the pressure washer hose. This makes sure that whatever water this machine pulls in gets dispensed out of this hose. And how this works is you push it into the back, make sure it's nice and firm, and then use this to rotate and fasten the pipe on one end. Right? The other end of it is a quick release nozzle, and how this works is you take the gun. You don't have to press this trigger when you're inserting it inside, but it's a good idea to do that so you don't ruin the mechanism inside. You hold this, push this in, you hear a click sound, and you release this. This is now fastened. In case you want to remove it, you hold this release button again and it comes out. So let's put this back in for now. That's that. This is basically the extension nozzle that you need for the pressure. Now what this does is, if you come closer, you'll notice that to the extreme right, it has this symbol, which means there's going to be a thin stream of water coming through. This is very high pressure. Do not use it on expensive stuff, on paint and that kind of stuff. Use it on hard surfaces like concrete if you're cleaning moss or dirt from it. And when you rotate it to this other far end, it releases sort of like a spray. If you look over here, you'll notice how the blades turn, indicating high pressure and low pressure. So how you insert this into the gun is, you'll notice there are two locks here. You put it inside the gun, press it and turn it, right? This is now locked. And how you remove it is, you push it inside, it's like a spring, rotate it and pull it out. As simple as that. Next, this is basically nothing but an easy to carry handle that you can attach to this device because it's not really comfortable to hold it like this. How you insert the handle is you just slide it into place and you'll hear a click sound. Now this is secured. This helps you carry your device with ease, right? Next up is the water inlet pipe. This is about 2 meters in length, and this is responsible for sucking in the water into this pump. This comes with a bunch of attachments. This is a quick release nozzle again that's going to go into the device. So I open this up, put this ring inside first, put the pipe into this and tighten it. This makes sure the pipe doesn't come out by accident or something like that. So this is one end of the pipe. Let's try and connect this to the device. You take this second nozzle, which is again to make sure that it has good high pressure. Fasten it to the front of the washer. Make sure it's nice and tight. And now you see this mechanism is basically a spring. So when you're putting it inside, you can just press it, and again you hear click sounds to make sure that it is fastened correctly. And when you want to release this, you hold this, pull it towards you and just pull it out. Okay. The other end of this pipe can be used in two different ways. You can either connect this to a tap. Make sure you don't use this with potable water. Make sure you use this with a high pressure tap so that there's enough water for the pump or it can burn out. The other way to use this is to dip it in a bucket. Now, this is useful in situations where you don't have a water supply nearby or a tap. But I would say when you put this inside a bucket, make sure this is always inside the water. Say for instance, this comes out during usage of water and gets in contact with air. The machine will heat up and it will create an air bubble on the inside. What you'll then notice is that the motor keeps running and the water doesn't pull through. In such a situation, what you're supposed to do is disconnect all of the equipment, press this nozzle on the gun. This releases all the air pressure, and then you let it sit and cool down. And then you try again and it should work absolutely fine. For those of you who have a different kind of a tap, the ones that you find in your kitchen sinks, the fancy ones with wide mouths, you can use something like this. Now this is an attachment you typically find when you purchase a washing machine. You can find this on Amazon and I'll put a link to this in the description below. How this works is you loosen up these screws a little bit, put it into your tap and tighten these screws with a screwdriver. Alternatively, you can remove this end of the device and put it into your pipe. It goes in here. Make sure you heat up the pipe in hot water so it can slide through easily. And then you connect this to the tap this way and you just tighten this. The reason we tighten this is that there is a rubber housing at the bottom. It makes sure that it secures tightly with the tap and prevents any leakage. This is something you can use if you have a different kind of a tap setup. So as an additional equipment, they've also given us a soap dispenser. Now again, this is very similar to all of the other attachments. It's got a quick release mechanism. You just rotate it anti-clockwise and pull it out. You can fill this with car washing soap or any other kind of soap that you would use based on the kind of washing you're supposed to do. So if I'm doing, say, car washing, I would put in some car shampoo here, mix it with a little bit of water, lock it up like this. Now this end fits to the extreme end of the gun. All you do is push it and it tightens up. When you want to release it, there's a switch in here. You press that and you pull this attachment out. Now basically, I got this particular machine to wash my car primarily. I use this for other stuff too, but most likely for washing the car. Basically, all you need to do is put this into a wall socket. This is a 1700 watt machine, so make sure your wall socket is rated to handle this kind of load, or there are risks of fire hazard. That's one thing. Make sure the inlet pipe is securely connected to the water source, be it a bucket or a tap. And then finally, ensure that all of these nozzles to the gun are completely connected and they're not loose, right? Ensure the safety lock is off, and then you're good to go. How the machine does operate, important note, is when you turn it on for the first time, you'll hear the motor run for a while. What is happening at that time is it's generating enough pressure and getting rid of all the air bubbles, and you'll notice the machine turns off. Every single time you hit the trigger is when the motor turns on again. Now this is done for two main reasons. One, to avoid overheating of the motor and to consume energy. It will also prolong the life of your device in its entirety. Okay. Please ensure that during operation, you never point this at a human being or directly to the surface you're trying to wash. Make sure you hit it on the ground and ensure that you're getting the right kind of pressure. Make sure it's not at the high pressure setting. This can chip off paint very easily. Now this one in particular I purchased to wash my car. I've attached a clip towards the end of this video to show you how this thing actually works and how effective it is. So please watch this video to the end. Thank you for watching. Please do hit the like and subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell icon for more updates on such reviews.